Judge who torpedoed Hunter Biden's plea deal told him he needs to stay sober and get a job. And good news, it appears he has. According to the New York Post, Hunter flew back to L.A. last night, private, of course, and sources spotted Hunter exiting his Sugar Brothers jet early this morning with a camera crew in tow. The New York Times reporting that the Sugar Brother is working on a secret documentary about Hunter and his redemption story, which I'm sure they're going to sell to Netflix for millions of dollars. Hunter Biden is making money from his tax evasion charges. The grift never ends. And he's not just a documentarian, he is an artist. Biden's been pretending to be an artist for 3 years. And in usual Biden family fashion, the money's not adding up. This week, we learned the names of one of Hunter's multi-million-dollar benefactors. Her name's Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali. She's paid almost $1.5 million for a couple of Hunter's pieces, and wouldn't you know it, she just happens to be a huge Democrat donor who's visited the White House 13 times within the last 18 months. And Joe handpicked her to join a prestigious board right after she visited Hunter's gallery for the first time. Now, Primetime was a little skeptical when the news broke. I mean, we've all seen Hunter's art by now. Not really my style. I wouldn't spend that kind of money on that, but I don't know anything about art. I do TV. Maybe there's a legitimate market out there for this kind of work. But then I saw this tweet from art dealer Eli Klein. Wow. Hunter Biden's painting sold for $1.4 million through his gallery in Soho. I built that gallery space. It was my first location. Anyway, that's big money for a new artist, obviously, almost unprecedented. An artist's fame may carry a premium for artwork, but it's just not this high. The art dealer, Eli Klein, joins me now. All right, Eli. Are you saying that these prices are a little inflated?
Well, it's certainly relatively unprecedented for a new artist to sell paintings for almost $1.5 million in this short of a time frame. I mean, Hunter Biden has no formal art education. He's in his 50s, and he doesn't have any exhibition history, no museum showings, which is, those are kinds of the things that we look for in an artist when we're valuing the work.
You mean you look for training and a history of being an artist?
Right.
and maybe like a formal career path.
Right. Being a celebrity in and of itself can equate to your artwork holding a premium. And, it certainly has in a number of cases. There are celebrity artists, Sylvester Stallone, Johnny Depp, Adrian Brody, Lucy Liu. But the premium can only go, or should only go, so far. And from what I read on when Business Insider broke the story and gave the details, it seemed as though Hunter Biden's paintings have sold, at least maybe 13 of them sold for an average of almost $75,000 a piece. And that does seem very hard to justify.
Eli, you are an expert in this area. Let's look at this right there. I guess they're saying this could go for $75,000. Tell me about that.
Well, art can be very subjective. One person's masterpiece can be another person's piece of. So I'm not really going to opine on the quality of the work. Actually, for an artist, sometimes it's 10% talent and 90% other things.
What do you mean other things?
Well, what I will say is that if I were valuing Hunter Biden's work, really the value is held by his celebrity, not by his talent as an artist, certainly not by his credentials as an artist. And I wouldn't go anywhere higher than $30,000, and that's still really quite a big stretch. So
you'd go $30,000 primarily because Hunter Biden is a Biden.
Well, you have to also think about where an artist is going to be in 5 or 10 years.
It could be in prison.
Again, I don't really follow the Hunter Biden issues, but I will say that it's certainly you wouldn't think that he's going to be a hugely successful artist in all these museums or, selling for high prices at auction in 10 years. So collectors would generally, stay away from something priced that high by an artist whose, sole justification for the prices is his celebrity. So it's surprising, to say the least.
And I don't want to put you on the spot, because I know this is your industry. But you know what they say about the art world. It's notoriously an industry where there's potential money laundering involved. Do you see any of that in this situation? No,
I can't opine on that. And I don't blame the gallery, and I don't blame the artist. I mean, it's a situation here that's, quite virtually unprecedented. And, it's something that is surprising.
So you're saying this donor legitimately appreciated the art that she spent $1.5 million on, and it had nothing to do with the fact that she was at the White House and now is named to a prestigious board?
No, I don't know about her relationship with the artwork. So, again, that's really outside of the purview of my expertise.
Okay. But you're saying you wouldn't go a cent over 30 grand?
I would think $30,000 for a Hunter Biden work is a stretch, and $75,000 certainly is unjustifiable.
Okay. Well, Eli, thank you very much. You are the first art gallery owner to ever grace Jesse Watters Primetime.
Wow, that's phenomenal news, Jesse. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Eli.